Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and today I just wanted to tell you right at the start, in my private group today at daixrp.com, I'm going to show you something in there that I've been warned not to show publicly, and so I'm not showing it publicly out here, but I've talked to some people and I was kind of warned, don't show it out here. And so I'm going to show it to you. I've been watching some stuff for a while, and I'm going to show it to you in my member group at daixrp.com. It'll make you sick to your stomach, probably. Here's Peter Brandt, who is one of the people who has tried to FUD XRP for all these years. From a pure classical charting point of view, this is whatever Edwards, Matt, McGee. This chart looks like it's headed towards zero, XRP, BTC. Then this guy comes in and says, you posted this 2 months before XRP outperformed most of the market in 2017. He puts XRP, BTC. This chart demonstrates wonderfully why I want to be long the strongest coins and ignore the crap coins, shit coins. So he's only Bitcoin. So you see where he's coming from. I prefer to look at eGrag Crypto and Dark Defender. Here's eGrag Crypto. I'll start, it says, I'll start worrying if we lose the launching channel in the weekly time frame. Until then, we're gearing up for the ignition stage. Closing above it would, confirmation could propel XRP price to the major target. Ooh, he's got 640. Stay steady because the next 3 to 6 months could be life-changing window. Then Dark Defender says he's been quiet on XRP. It stayed above the blue support this week, which is challenging, although at a low volume, He goes on, and he's got his price targets here. I like the wave 3, 585 to 1822. Remember, these are super cycle targets, not grand cycle. Don't know what that means. He goes down here. He says, this side wave is the same when XRP fluctuates between 20 and 30 cents. Nobody expected 196 at the time except us. Even the ones who had the experience are in doubt, I know. As I previously highlighted, markets don't care about emotions. As one of my friends says, everything comes right on time in the end. And then I like this tweet too. He says, .1, the case Ripple came to an end. .2, Judge Torres' decision is awaited. .3, the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, said on the 10th of May, it's clear U.S. government is going after Tether. .4, meanwhile, ex-USDC, or whatever they want to call it, as a stablecoin is being prepared to run on the XRP ledger. .5, some Bitcoin maxis started meddling with XRP and spreading fear, as they did just before the 2017 XRP bull run. I recommend them not to meddle with things they don't understand. .6, CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, recently said tokenization will be the next generation for markets. I would like to add blockchain will be used in everywhere. You are voting. We will use blockchain too. .7, although the case is continuing for public sales of XRP, we have a solid decision that XRP is not in and of itself a security, which gives XRP legal clarity in the US. .8, XRP is in Grand Wave 3. .9, final dot. So if you can connect the dots above, you can see the rabbit diving into Alice's Wonderland. I like the sound of that. Then we had this tweet I like, the trifecta, the hat trick, whatever you want to call it. 1, Ripple settlement. 2, Ripple stablecoin release. 3, Ripple IPO. Well, if he's right, you might want to check out Link2, my sponsor, because Link2 has Ripple private equity on there, and it'd be a shame to get it after an announcement that everything's over, because then you might not be able to, I'm assuming. So it's linqto.com. Go check it out. There's Ripple on there right now. And then we have shots fired, folks. Shots fired against Brad Garlinghouse in reply. Remember the other day, Brad Garlinghouse said he thought Tether was being investigated by the SEC or by the U.S. government. This is the CEO of Tether responding. An uninformed CEO leading a company being investigated by the SEC, launching a competitive stablecoin, is being reported spreading fear about USDT. Let me give you an update, and then he goes through all of his reasons why Tether is so legit in all of this. So, we're going to find out. That's the good news. We're going to find out whether Tether's being looked at or not. Bottom line is, folks, Tether from the beginning has it was either set up by three-letter agencies or the government. That's what I believe. I believe it's some combination of that. It's been left alone by design. Maybe like Molly Elmore said, they cut a deal with the feds a few years back. I think it was 2019. But something's going on. It's not just some guys that's created a company. I don't believe that for a minute. And Brad Garlinghouse seems to know something. It'll be interesting to watch it all unfold. Just like this, Ryan Selkis, regardless of whether you love or hate President Trump, I hope you'll appreciate the risk that this guy and I took publicly and definitely supporting his candidacy last week. It has panicked the White House and Senate leadership tech allies. That is great for crypto. And I said, why are you not supporting Deaton for Senate against Senator Warren? She's the person who is directing the crypto policy out of the White House, and Ryan Selkis has not expressed any interest in supporting John Deaton, and I am curious about that. Then he says there needs to be a stronger word than nuclear for what's going to happen this week to Liz Warren's army. You know, she's got the anti-crypto army. So apparently he is letting you know something. Elizabeth Warren has a surprise coming. This could be interesting. I have no idea what he's talking about. Well, I just happen to be listening. Remember Ian Kane, who is the supposed guy that wants to run against John Deaton, who we think on here is a plant for Senator Warren. Well, you remember who Senator Warren aligned herself with, Jamie Dimon. What they want to do is get rid of all private crypto, except, of course, JP Morgan, Wall Street, and the government crypto. That's what's okay. So look who happens to be aligned with, it's not just Senator Warren that's aligned with JP Morgan. There's someone else.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case. Because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay.
A deal who's sitting in
the
crowd.
This is Ian Kane right here at ETH Boston. There are no coincidences. ETHgate is real. The disguised whales are everything. There's a reason for all that.
It was my colleague, Justin, ran point on a project that we just recently brought over the line in the city of Quincy, which was it was launching the first municipal bond offering on blockchain in the country. This is a $10 million bond authorization that was in collaboration with JP Morgan on their Onyx blockchain, which is their private blockchain. But this is global.
Remember, Ryan Selkis is ex-JP Morgan, folks. That's how he came to this party. I think we're pretty close to being over the target somewhere in
Making news. And Justin, we joined us last year to help run point on that project. I wish you were up here to talk a little bit more, but we'll, please find him to learn more about that project because it's certainly groundbreaking.
All right. Then there's this. For the past month, we've been working with Trump campaign to develop their Bitcoin and crypto policy agenda. We proposed a comprehensive executive order for President Trump to sign on day one. I will be sharing these details soon. This week, Trump took the first step, but there's much work to do. We intend to raise $100 million war chest for the campaign to ensure the next president of the United States is pro-Bitcoin. If you can help, please reach out. We don't want them to be just pro-Bitcoin. We want them to be pro-crypto. You got to watch these guys because we've seen what these Bitcoin maxis do. They go behind the scenes and they try to make it all about Bitcoin. That we can't have. Wanted to show you this one. This is Bank of Canada warns financial system on the brink. Prepare for the fallout.
Some indicators of financial stress have risen. At the same time, the valuations of some financial assets appear to have become stretched. This could increase the risk of a sharp correction that could generate system-wide stress. The recent rise in the use of leverage in non-bank financial institutions could amplify the effects of such a correction.
All righty, and then we've got this. I wanted to show you this. This is a guy named Donahue, I guess. He's showing how the crypto media is all paid for, which we've known for quite some time. And I said, well, do one on the YouTubers, like the Laura Shins of the world. Who's paying them? I've never been paid by anybody other than my sponsors to talk about anything. And when a sponsor's paying me, I'm very upfront and tell you all about it. But I'm not paid to talk about the topics I talk about. I've never been paid by Ripple. Not paid to talk about XRP, which is the core of this channel. I talk about XRP because I believe in XRP. Simple as that. He said he has done a study on the YouTubers as well. And it's not just the YouTubers that are carrying a narrative for Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. It's also the ones that are even creepier, the ones that like pump and dump all these meme coins and all this stuff. Those are the ones that need to be looked at. Okay, Emi Yoshikawa, hot off the press from Korea. Infinite Block, a vast licensed custody company in South Korea, is now running a validator on the XRP ledger. Great to see. What? It's not another guy in his basement running a. That's what we were told, is that we were all going to be dependent on all these random people across the country and the world to run validators, or the XRP network's just not going to work. Come on, man. That's a President Biden quote. Come on, man. Grow up, kids. It was never going to be kids or individuals running yeah, they can run them in their basement. But it's not, this thing's not coming down to that. It's going to be the adults, the government organizations running these validators. It's going to be financial institutions, the big boys, the people with the big boy pants, like my logo. Because that's how life works. Now, check this out. I love this GameStop stuff. I haven't talked about it much on this channel. But if you haven't seen the GameStop movie, there are a lot of parallels with. There's also a documentary on Netflix. There's a lot of parallels with the GameStop story and with ETHgate. And I've even told the people doing the XRP Unleashed documentary, I would some of those. What I really liked in the thing they showed at XRP Las Vegas was they showed tweets pop up so that you could really get the effect of the XRP army coming in and piling in on the story and everything. They kind of did a similar thing with the movie on the GameStop issue with Robinhood and all that. This guy, apparently the Roaring Kitty, who was all behind it, just popped back up on the X platform, and he's gotten like 100,000 followers in 24 hours. So there you go. Now, in DAIXRP.com, I told you, I'm going to show you a video that I put together last night, and I was warned not to put it out publicly on YouTube, and so I'm not going to. So I'm going to show that as we, and then it'll be an eye-opener, folks. You all saw me get kicked off of X. There's no question that was intentional, and I don't think it was from the higher ups. I think they've still got plants that are in the X since Elon Musk bought it. But you've seen that. But that's not the only, the censorship that goes on social media is rampant, but some are worse than others. But anyway, I was warned not to show you this, but I'm going to show it in my group. I'm not going to show it out here. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that you got to see, if you're in the group at daixrp.com, you got to see the video that I was warned not to show you. Thanks for listening.